All right, and we are back here from Advent Health Center Ice. Second period about to get underway as Krupe and Mortensen on the opening draw. It's won by the Eels. Bezovi had to get past his skate. Krupe's going to come back for it. He'll throw it off the near side boards back to the Tampa Bay end as Tampa Bay will now skate left to right in this second period of play as Florida will skate right to left on your TV screen or radio dial in this one. This is the period of the long change as Studebaker throws it off the stick of Nelson. It bounces off right to Ziemba. Bezovi off the near side boards for Gabout. Gabout slides it in. Walsh back for it. Slides it over to Nelson. Nelson will bobble it a bit. Nearly slid for Fleer. It comes back into the neutral zone for Mortensen as it's taken by the Eels and flipped out back to the neutral zone. Offsides is Gabout, and he touched it rather intentionally, and I think they are going to send this all the way down, and they will. .55 seconds gone here in this second period. Face off to the right of Bell. It is Bugan and Patterson. As it's won by Patterson, Phillips gets to the end boards first and flips it through the middle. Glove down by Gabout. Gabout across the line, top of the right circle. Backhanded on that, save made by Taskala, and he holds on to the rebound. Eels sticking with their unit even after the icing. As Patterson wins it, Budgel a shot right off the draw. Blocked in front, the rebound, Fleer banks it off the boards. It comes back to the Eels end, it's Gabout. Gabout has got it, he'll turn up ice. Pass behind Budgel, it bounced an offsides position. Florida's got to tag up, and they do. Weisjohn's got it now, he'll slide it to the far corner for Kadnikovs. Kadnikovs has got it, but loses it. Gabout in front, a shot, save made by Taskala, and he holds on. Well, poor play there in the far corner. Kadnikovs just lost the handle. It slid right to Ziemba, who fed Zebley, who was alone in the slot. Luckily, Taskala was able to make the save as can't turn the puck over against this Eels team. Otherwise, it's going to end up in the back of your net. And, looking back at the Tampa showcase, it's something that this team did not do a lot. Here's Ginther across the line, Cullen. Cullen waits, feeds it back into the slot. Kamluk to the top of the circle, a shot blocked. Rebound, Ginther had to hop over his stick, and Bezovi slides it over to the far side. It's turned over to Ginther. Ginther shoots, misses the net high. Battling for it behind the net. I think it was covered there by Bell, and it was. And he'll hold on for the whistle. 17:58 remaining in this second period. It is still 1-0 Florida. On the goal by Liam Hennessy. As the face-off now to the left of Bell is won by the Eels. Does pop out of the zone. Oliverio, though, to intercept. He'll slide it back behind the net. Bell out to play it. Lost it. Uri tried to send it in front, but it bounced off the side of the net. Shepard, the rebound, is clearing attempt blocked. He gets it back, though, and will skate it out of the zone himself. Here's Shepard down the left wing. Gets caught up there with Oliverio. It's sent around to the far side, though. It's chipped on net, but sticked away by Taskala as Sol will come through the middle. Off the near side boards. Uri couldn't handle it. Soldo does take it away in the Florida zone. Slides it into the far corner for Oliverio. Threw it in front, but nobody there for Tampa Bay. Getting back on it, though, it's Netzcash. Pass too far for Bailey. Comes behind the net. Uric checked, and it allows Hennessy to pick up on the far side, and he'll slide it up for Trathan, who will skate into the Tampa Bay end. Here's Trathan. Slides it in front. Hennessy shoots. Blocked in front. The rebound still loose, and it's going to be picked up by Mortensen. Here comes Mortensen with a head of speed. Mortensen in, drags, chips it just wide. Rebound in the far corner. It's Engels, who lets it go for Goddard. Back to the point now, Studebaker. Threw it wide of the net. Mortensen. Now for Cornier. Cornier threw it in front looking for Nelson. Nelson whiffed on a one-timer, and it comes all the way back in on Taskula. Walsh, quick up ice feed for Nelson. Across the line for Mortensen. Couldn't split the D. Will slide it down low, but therefore it is Multi, as Multi will quickly stop up and look up ice. Pass goes off a skate, now for Walsh. Now across the line for Nelson. Now comes for Cornier, just too far for him. Plays it off the boards, he threw it in front. It was just too far for Bugan. Studebaker in his own end, throws it across ice. Nice adjustment here by Tampa Bay, starting to put some pressure on the Eels. Here's Duhaime. Now behind the net for Fleer. Wraps it around the boards for Bugan. Center point Studebaker. Studebaker shoots, misses the net. Rebound behind, it's Bugan. Tried to center it in front. Kind of missed the pass there as it was intended for Duhaime. Duhaime had to chase it down, but it's Kabut who takes it back for the Eels. A quick shot at the circle, save made by Taskula. As it's thrown back into the Florida zone, Ziemba there for it. As Budgel has got it. Budgel turns up in his own far corner. Will escape out to the neutral zone. Pass too far for Bizovi. As he lets it go, it's sticked away by Taskula into the corner for Wiesjan. He'll leave it behind the net for Kadnikovs. Kadnikovs looking to relieve some pressure. Will send it back behind the net for Wiesjan. Feed through the middle, bounces off a stick for Fleer. One touch for Ginther. As he couldn't handle it as it comes out for Deshays. Deshays across the line. Stick handles. Tried to shoot. Got blocked by Wiesjan. As it is off the side of the net for Kadnikovs. He wraps it around, but it's going to be kept in left point by Bizovi. Deshays whacked at it. Once again blocked by Wiesjan. He'll backhand this one out to the neutral zone, and it'll bounce into the Florida zone. Here's Ziemba. Trying to chip it back up. Battling for it is Cohen. Cohen nearly took it away, but he ended up sliding it back to Ziemba. And he'll skate now across the Tampa Bay line. Top of the circle. A shot redirected in front. Hops over the net and out of play. Well, much better by Tampa Bay here in this period. Besides that one turnover early on, they've really pushed the pace a little bit more. Starting to spend some time in the Florida zone. But the Eels ever so dangerous, and that shot from Ziemba there, just a quick wrister from the top of the circles. There's a backhander on that save made by Taskula. The rebound still loose. Oliverio's going to get it. And it'll be slid out for Bailey, but it just hops off his stick. Now for Wademan back in his own zone. Cross ice for Carpenter. Into the middle, Shepard. He kicks it. Ends up with Soul. Backhand pass now for Bailey. Bailey across the line trying to chip it to the circle. Lost an edge. Fires. Save made there by Tobias Bell. And it's chipped out off the far side boards for Trayson. Trayson across the line. Well, take it behind the net. He got poke checked there by Netzcash. As it is Carpenter who follows up. Carpenter, the top of the right circle. Gets into the high slot. Moves to his backhand. Got poke checked, but he'll chase it to the near corner. Hennessy in the help out. So is Netzcash. Centering feet out in front more. Waits, shoots. Blocked. I should say, not sure if he ever got that shot off, but he was ready to curl and fire, but Cornier got in the way. Multi will chase it back into his own end as he's looking to turn up ice, but it's taken there by Cornier. Cornier looking to make a move to get in front. Good positioning there by Phillips as Mortensen does take the rebound and turns and shoots. Got blocked. The rebound behind the net, Cornier. Here's Phillips now. Checked by Nelson. Getting inside position was Walsh, pinching to keep it in. And it's still loose. Here's Walsh with his long reach. Slides it behind the net for Cornier. Centering feed blocked. Krupe chips it to the far side, Hennessy. And he'll slide it out looking for more. He gets checked, but it frees it up for Phillips. Phillips down the right wing. He's got back pressure on him. Krupe gets it. Backhand feed in front. Hennessy! Save made by Taskula! What a pretty play! And more! Absolutely takes out Studebaker. Back the other way, Mortensen. Maybe a 3-on-1. Mortensen Wade centers it in front for Fleer. Missed it out wide. It's finally touched up. As he touched it a while ago, but they just now blow the whistle, and it's going to be a 2 for roughing as Easton Moore absolutely blew up Studebaker. As I'm not sure if he lost a tooth I thought it was more. They're saying it's Phillips. Moore was definitely in the vicinity. But nevertheless, the game's first power play goes to Tampa Bay. As the faceoff, though, won by Kiyowasu, looking to get around Soul. He could not. It's with Fleer now at center ice. Got poke checked away. Duhaime's got it. He'll send it back into his own end for Soul. Cross ice for Duhaime at his own blue line. Retreats further into his own end, and he slid it behind the back of Bugan. Shepard's taking it away. Here's Shepard. Whiffed on a pass attempt, but he does now get it to Kiyowasu, who's being tag teamed down on the end line. Finally taken back by Tampa Bay. Bugan couldn't handle the pass, and it's Goddard who takes it away and slides it back into the Tampa Bay zone. Here's Fleer. Cross ice for Duhaime. Duhaime will get to the red line and chip it in. Bugan will chase to the near corner. Getting there first is Multi. Soul keeps it in. Chips it over top of the right circle, Duhaime. Backhands it down low. Fleer trying to get free. He's checked by Multi. Slid it in front. Charging the net was Netskash, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Clearing attempt kept in by Soul. Here's Bugan left circle. Cross ice feed blocked. Rebound behind the net for Fleer. Wraps it around the far side for Duhaime. Duhaime checked by Budgel. Frees up the puck for Goddard, and it just barely slides out of the zone as Tampa Bay will look to regroup. Across the line, it's Kadnikov, but they're going to say offsides here, as we will get a stoppage of play. 39 to go in the power play. 11:03 left to go in the second period. Face-off will come outside of the Tampa Bay zone, as it is won by Tampa Bay. Here's Cornier. Cornier in, takes it behind the net. He'll dish it off for Nelson. Nelson will shoot, misses the net wide. I think Bell got a piece of that with the glove anyway. Here's Mortensen. Now to Kadnikov, center point. Left circle, Nelson. Nelson shoots off the side of the goal mount. Here's Wainman, the rebound. Can he clear? Actually blocked by his own man at Krupe. Krupe settles it down, and he nearly fed Hennessy in on a breakaway as Kadnikov blew a tire. Hennessy does pick it up. He'll skate back the other way before putting it back down low. And now it's going to be a penalty on Tampa Bay. It's going to be a cross-checking call. As Wiesjohn heads to the box for Tampa Bay, it will negate the last 5 seconds. And now they give Wiesjohn a 10-minute misconduct. As that is going to hurt Tampa Bay. Wiesjohn, one of Tampa Bay's better defensemen this year, after he was converted from the forward position, has really been a bright spot in an area where Tampa Bay has struggled this year. He takes a 10-minute misconduct, and he'll be off the ice, depending on whether the Eels score or not, for the next 12 minutes. So he will not be able to return until the third period if Florida does not score on this power play. Kiyowasu, cross ice for Ziemba. Now for Shepard quickly across the line. He's brought into the corner boards. He is able to free up the puck on the near side, but it is poke checked and taken by Judd Ginther, who slides it down the length of the ice. Feed for Ginther, who was going for a change, whacks it right back in on Bell, as Ziemba will look to settle it down. 9:53 remaining in the second period. It is still 1-0 Florida. The only goal belongs to Liam Hennessy. Here's Patterson retreating back into his own end, into the middle to Shepard. Shepard comes across the line, dishes it off for Gaboot. Cross ice feed touched up by Kiyowasu. He gets it in the high slot, shoots, blocked in front, and it is chipped out of the zone. Chasing it back now is Ziemba. Ziemba's got it looking for an option. It's Patterson, as Patterson will motor up ice. Patterson across the blue line. Will chip it in behind the net. Studebaker's going to get there first. It takes a bounce off a skate. It comes in front, but right to Tyler Cullen as he slides it off the near side boards and back down the length of the ice. 39 to go on the power play for the Eels. Here is Zebley. Rings it around the boards. It's Budgel there waiting. Budgel trying to go to work in the far corner. He gets it back for Krupe. Center point Ziemba. Now back for Krupe, top of the left circle. He'll shoot, redirected on net. Save made, the rebound loose. Chipped out of there by Netzcash. And he bounces it off the far side and back into the Florida zone. So 15 seconds left to go in the Eels power play. 8:40 to go in the second period. Here's Zebley at center ice. Zebley across the line. Well, look to feed it in front. It's blocked by Duhaime, but the rebound comes to Hennessy. Hennessy bounced it back off the near side boards as Krupe had already started drifting towards the middle. It comes out of the zone and it's fired back in. No Tampa Bay defenders back as Taskala has to skate out of his net rather aggressively to make sure that got covered. And there was no chance of any Eels player getting to that loose puck. Shots on goal, 16-7 in favor of the Eels as we are a couple of minutes past the halfway mark here in this hockey game. Considering not a whole lot of shots on goal. So we've seen these teams put up over 70 shots on goal between the two as here comes Mortensen. Mortensen looking to fly down the wing. He'll look to center it in front, and it sticked aside there by Bell. Good awareness to make sure that that pass didn't get in front. Deshays on the far boards. Will look to bring it out. He will. Slide it cross ice for Bezovi. Now up ice for Trathan, who slaps it into the Tampa Bay end. Here's Katakos. Turns into some trouble. It's taken away. Carpenter across ice. Deshays shoots. Misses the net high. Carpenter the rebound in the near corner. Back for Bezovi, now left point. Over to the right point. It's got it redirected on net by Trathan. Save made there by Taskala with his mask as it's flipped back out to the Eel zone. Looking to gain some momentum from the power play as here come the Eels once again. Block shot, Trathan shoots. Save made by Taskala, and he holds on. Don't think Trathan got all of that shot. But nevertheless, Taskala in good position to field that one as he gets his whistle with 7:24 remaining in this second period. Face off in the Tampa Bay zone is won by the juniors. To the near side. It's reversed back behind the net for Walsh. He'll send it once more to the near side for Studebaker. He lost the handle. Back down low behind Taskala. Again it comes. It's Walsh scooping it up. Can it get out of the zone? No. Kept in by Phillips. Back behind the net it comes for Patterson. Patterson sends it off the near side boards. Multi, who tees it up. Glove save made by Taskala. Well, that was just a nicely played shot there by Multi, as he got the bank feed off the board from Patterson and just let one rip. It was heading to the lower far post, and although there was no screen in front of the net, not the easiest of saves to make, and Taskala had to flash the leather. Walsh now back in his own end, off the stick of Duhaime. Bugan trying to whack it forward to himself. He could not. It's played behind the net by Duhaime, but intercepting and moved to the far side. Walsh will keep it in. Duhaime, a no-look feed into the middle. Misses everybody, and it comes back into the Tampa Bay end for Studebaker. Studebaker now for Ryan Walsh. Not sure if he lost the handle or was just trying to shake Kiyowasu, as it ends up being slid up towards the point, but Zebley keeps it in. I don't think Tampa Bay has been as good in the later stages as they were early on in the first. They were really pushing the pressure, and they got some shifts in the Florida zone, but really have not had much since then, as Florida has more returned to form, and it's looked more like the first period than early in the second. Here's Kiyowasu, turning now at the left circle, fighting through a stick check of Studebaker. Here's Kiyowasu, trying to go to work. He'll take it in back down low. Being checked by Studebaker. Good work by Kiyowasu. Good work by Studebaker as well, as he prized that free. Kiyowasu, no easy task to handle there, as a bank feed off the boards comes from Mortensen. He'll chase it down low. Gets around Wayman. Looking for an option. He stops up, throws it in front, bounces off a stick, and it comes for Wayman, who skates behind the net. Looking for a breakout pass. He's checked by Nelson, He is able to come free with it, though, as he throws it off the near side boards. Kept in by Mortensen. Mortensen waits, shoots. Save made there by Bell. Rebound picked up by Goddard, and Goddard will motor out to center ice. Goddard across the Tampa Bay line. Feeds it back, and it's taken away by Nelson. Here comes Nelson across the line. Stops up, waits, sends it cross ice for Mortensen. Mortensen shoots. Save made by Bell. The rebound loose in front. It's picked up by Trathan. Trathan blows a tire, and it frees it up for Netzkash. Into the middle, Ginther. Wait, shoots, misses the net high. Rebound to the far corner. Ginther tried to feed it back to the point, but it's intercepted by Trathan. As it is Shepard Carpenter who comes free with it. Nice little move. He'll look to drive the net. A backhand shot. Save made by Taskala. And Soul pushed Carpenter into Taskala. Taskala without his stick got bumped into up high. As Kadnikov feeds it up the middle, it's blocked by Krupe. Comes for Fleer. It's kept in. No, it is not kept in by Shepard. Spoke a bit too soon there. As Taskala wants to know why that was not a penalty. And I don't blame him, but I think there's a bit of an equal share there on Soul and Carpenter. As Soul was back-checking hard, he did give Carpenter a shove into Taskala, which is, or at least I presume why the penalty was not called. As Duhaime takes it back up at center ice, trying to skate across the line. He got poke-checked. Phillips will slide it now to the near side for Shepard. Shepard across the line. Well, look, shot blocked. Rebound, slid around to the far boards. Ziemba is going to be first there. He'll reverse it back the other way behind the net. Left for Goddard. Goddard with speed looking to take it behind the net. Got poke-checked by Kadnikov. He rings it around the boards. Can Bazovi keep it in? Yes. It is turned over to Oliverio, who sends it for Fleer. Now out for Bugan. Bugan across the line. Now drops it off for Kadnikov. Looking for a return feed. Might have been there, but the pass blocked. And Florida will break out the other way. Here comes Gabut across the line. Waits, shoots. Save made by Taskala. As he holds on well. Bit of an up and down period for Tampa Bay thus far. As I mentioned, I think I really liked what they did early on in the early on in the second period. But I think the Eels have really pushed Tampa Bay back. Just not a whole lot of space out there for Tampa Bay to maneuver. Well, that was a nice little setup between Kadnikovs and Bugan had it worked, but here comes Mortensen back the other way. Mortensen makes a nice move to get free, trying to drive it in front. He got poke-checked. Clearing attempt nearly gloved down by Walsh, and that's a penalty on Ryan Walsh. As here comes Hennessy in front. Krupe alone, a backhand shot. Save made the rebound. More chipped it high over the net. Well, what a feed for Krupe. Now back for Ziemba. Delayed penalty on Tampa Bay. There's a shot blocked. It's going to kick back towards the open net, and touching it or poking it was Nelson. As here is Hennessy breaking it out. Tampa Bay has yet to touch up. Ziemba looking to get it in the middle. Slides it for Hennessy, but the play offsides. Well, what a setup for Krupe, who was coming in off the boards. Really left all alone. He was able to skate into the slot. Tried to tuck it around the pad of Taskala on the backhand. And then Moore had a follow-up opportunity on the rebound, and he just chipped it high over the net. I don't know. Why Walsh was upset about the call. I mean, it looked like a penalty from up here. I think Tampa Bay wanted a penalty when Nelson dove to try and touch up that puck. There's a one-timer there by Patterson. Save made by Taskala. Patterson now left circle. Tried to throw a cross ice through the seam. Stick down by Ginther, but Goddard gets it now over for Kabuta. Shot stick save made by Taskala. Rebound for Patterson. Patterson sends it back for Moore. Now to Goddard. Goddard sends it over now for Gabut. Gabut sends a cross ice. Patterson left circle. A shot block. It's more of a shot pass as Patterson gets it back, tried to feed it to the center point, but Gaboot was over along the far wall, and it comes all the way back to the Florida zone. 1:20 left to go in the power play, 1:46 here's in the period. Here's a turnover. Kandakov's got poke checked. It nearly comes in on Bell, but it is picked up there by Kiyowasu, as Kiyowasu will motor towards center ice. Kiyowasu accelerates across the blue line, chips it off the end boards, ricochets off the end of the cage. Krupe gets it and will reverse it back the other way to Gaboot. Gaboot down low for Kiyowasu. And it bounced off his stick. It's taken there, but turned over. Gaboot walks in, shoots. Save made by Taskula. Rebound, Kandakos. Couldn't clear again. Got it a shot pad. Save made Taskula. Rebound, Krupe. Fires. Glove save made by Taskula. And he holds on. Well, Taskula has been in top form here today. Shots on goal now 29-10. But he has made some very, very, very good saves, keeping Tampa Bay in the game. 1:11 left to go in the second period. As the faceoff is a tie-up, and it is controlled by Tampa Bay. Cornier will chase it. Now he'll shoot. Pad save made by Bell. Rebound off the boards. Mortensen tried to poke it free. It's a scrum that ensues along the far boards. Still trying to gain possession as either team. Finally, the Eels come free with it. It is turned over to Sol, and Sol chips it back into the Florida zone. 47 to go in the period. 17 to go in the power play. Cross ice feed misses everybody. Budgel plays it off the far boards. Now for Kiyowasu. Into the high slot, Ziemba. Cross ice to nobody as Florida was changing, or getting a partial change. But Kiyowasu takes it behind the net, centers it in front, but Nelson takes it away and fires it off the boards. And back down the length of the ice, Tampa Bay has survived the penalty kill. 20 to go in the period. Cross ice feed off the boards, Hennessy. Well, lay it up for Ziemba. Now for more. Feed in the middle, Hennessy. Hennessy walks in, wades, goes to his backhand, curls up, tries to feed it in front for Patterson. A shot save made by Taskula. The rebound, Kamluk. Can he clear? No. 3 to go. Along the far board, still trying to fight for possession. Hennessy shoots.